Say when you're ready. Greater Manchester travel, about to unravel. Travelling throughout Greater Manchester is quite free if you have a pass, thanks to the GMPTE. Even if you've not, with a bus, train or tram, it's really easy for a mother pushing a pram.
My name's Phil Wood. I'm from Wallasey on the Wirral. We're here today on a coach trip. I do have a car, and my wife has a car, but we use our bus passes whenever we can. It saves us, you know, we're pensioners, so petrol's expensive. Got it when I was 60, I'm 65 now, and I don't feel old. Maybe ask me the same question when I'm 80, if I'm still here.
Well, I'm here at the coffee pot because I come a long way on buses to come here to meet all my friends. And if I didn't get the bus to come here, I wouldn't be able to meet all these friends. Yeah. True. That's true, that is, isn't it?
Yeah.
And
if we had to pay, we couldn't come down.
If we had to pay, we won't come down as often.
No, we won't be able to do.
No, because not on our pension.
No. If it wasn't for the bus pass, we'd meet once a week.
Yeah.
Not 3 times a week like we normally do.
And sometimes it might be 5 times if they've got the Sunday market.
Yeah, and we're celebrating today because we're just making our own.
It's a pensioners' Christmas party.
I travel all over Greater Manchester on my pass, bus, train and tram, from the southern side of Stockport up to Lee and all areas in between, with customers all over the place. I use it Monday to Friday. I'm out on business selling greeting cards to the shops.
I'll be 81 in 2 weeks' time, and I've had a bus pass for about 5 or 6 years, and I'll use it for once a fortnight to come into my lady friends.
Every day.
Every day.
Every single day.
We use the bus passes, yes. We celebrate birthdays, we celebrate Christmas.
First marriages and deaths. I have a posh cover for me. Oh, she's a posh cover. She got a new cover for hers the other day at the bus station.
So you get on board.
We wouldn't have the life we have.
No, we wouldn't. We wouldn't have the life
we just be sat at home.
Miserable.
Depressed.
We would.
Yeah, we would.
Yeah, we can't be doing with that, can we?
I mean, I have 2 buses to catch. No, 1 bus to catch to get here.
Yes.
Going to the hospital, which I go regular.
Yes.
It'd be 2 buses.
Yeah.
Cost me about £6 a day.
Yeah.
You couldn't above that. You couldn't.
No,
you couldn't do it.
No, you couldn't
What we
do
save
it.
on bus fare, we can buy a coffee with.
Yeah,
we can
can.
afford a coffee. It's my life, the bus pass. I don't know about anybody else.
Yeah.
It's my life, my bus pass.
I know.
Our bus pass will travel.
You get them when you're
I sent
60
for mine a
and we
fortnight
feel
before.
on the top of the world.
Yeah.
I got my bus pass 2 days before I was 60. And she says to me, now you will not use this before you're 60. I said, oh no. I come straight out on the bus and showed my pass. You did right.
I wrote a poem about Hillsborough, and I got the idea when I was on a bus for that. Don't ask me to recite it because I can't remember it. I write poetry, and sometimes it's great to sit on the back of a bus, just go where the bus takes you and see if I can get any inspiration by looking out of the window.
I'm managing director of a greeting card company called Poetry in Person Limited from Eccles. I don't pay myself a wage, I just get commission on sales. So if I had to pay it, it just wouldn't be worth it. You know, I think I'd retire.
No, I can take it or leave
I can
it.
see a little sparrow high up in a tree. I can see that little sparrow, but that sparrow can't see me.
I thought it was going to be rude. I thought it was going to be rude.
No, no, no. It's not rude.
I'd never written any poetry in my life, but one evening I bumped into a young woman, many years younger than I, and when she told me she was into poetry, without thinking, oh, she said, have you ever written a poem? I said, no. And I said, oh, it's easy, you just think of 2 words that rhyme and build a sentence, a verse round them. And then the next thing she said, will you write a poem about me? Well, I couldn't say no, having come out with a brash statement like that. So I had a go at it and I wrote 21 4-line verses.
We originally met up in 1952 in a park not far away when we were very young, and we got to know each other. A few of us used to meet in the park, and after a few months it all broke up and everything, and we all went our separate ways. And she got married, Josie, but her husband died about 12 years ago, sadly. I got married and I had 2 children. My wife died sadly 13 years ago, and she found a famous photo of us together, taken in 1952 in this park together, which I've got on me. And she phoned my brother, who lives near her. She knew my brother's address, and he gave her my phone number. And she phoned me December 2009, and we've never looked back since.
Meeting people.
Correct.
How many people do you meet?
Loads.
I mean, I love meeting people.
one another through.
We are the best of friends.
Yeah.
The best of friends.
Yeah.
And where do we meet? On the bus.
Yeah, it's great. It's coming on the bus.
On the bus. She's like a sister to me now.
Yeah.
And we met on the bus.
And we all have a laugh on, it's like on the buses.
Even
isn't
on
it,
the
when we're
buses
on?
we laugh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We laugh.
And you meet somebody one day and they nod to you, and the next day you meet them and they sit down beside you.
But you know what I say, Alice? A stranger's just a friend you do not know.
That's true.
It's
yeah,
true,
that is
isn't it?
true, yeah. Oh no, it's my lifeline. That's it now. It's my
Told her
lifeline.
Marie only wants us
Your lifeline.
Yeah.
It's my lifeline.
Yeah.
Is your lifeline still?
Excuse me, you're in company.
Is that your lifeline?
I said it's my lifeline, the bus pass. Because it's our age that's travelling on the buses. What, love?
I say we don't mind because we're thinking of the workers. That's why we don't like filling it up.
If the buses were full, but they're not full at 9 o'clock anyway, so it'd be better if they went from 9 o'clock. Where I live, they call us Twearlies. The reason they call us Twearlies is we're usually getting on the bus in the morning about 9 o'clock and saying, am I too early?
Communication.
It is.
It's part of life, and that's
It's
it.
all life.
I can't salt a slug. I'm just not a thug, and snails I can't stand the crunch. But when I'm in bed, these pests all get fed. My garden's just a free lunch. But I started to think I'll leave them to drink. I'll put down a dish full of ale. When they gulp it down, they fall in and drown, which is not a bad end for a snail. Early next day, a bird chirped away, coaxing me out of my sleep to check if my ale had been drunk by a snail. I nipped outside for a peep. I found nothing there, my trap had laid bare. No sign of no slugs and no ale. Then I noticed the birds' singing was slurred through feasting on fresh pickled snail.